represents a problem, not a solution.
So where does that leave us?
Stranded, awaiting word from Hammerhead.
In the meantime, we'll have to hoof it.
Look! It's Umbra! Now this is what I'm talking.
Someone's sending us a message.
Chasing after Doggo. Now, last time I did New Game Plus, this is about as far as I got, and Gentiana's model was invisible.
Hear me, O
Looks
King
like we're good
of the
this time.
Storm. By the Storm Sender's blessing, will the path to the storm be opened? The Oracle goes hence in her king's name.
Luna. Where is she now?
The Eye of the Storm. When the Covenant is forged, the Oracle and Ring shall await their king at the walls of water. Stray not from the path.
She's a messenger. Spirit. Faithful to the Oracle.
For real?
We're going beyond real now, pal.
Let Luna know I'm okay. And she won't have to wait much longer. We'll be together soon.
The crystal was gifted to mankind, that we might know lasting prosperity.
If the crystal belongs to everyone, how come only Lucis gets to use it?
The kings of Lucis do not simply use the crystal, they also protect it.
Wait, so my dad's guarding it?
Yes,
I had no idea.
to crown the King of Light is the calling of the crystal, and keeping the crystal safe until that day falls to the line of Lucis.
And I'm the chosen.
Yes, only the true king, anointed by the crystal, can purge our star of its scourge.
You really think I can do that?
As Oracle, I will see to it. To aid the king is the Oracle's calling.
Then I guess I can do it. I won't let you down.
I know you won't.
Unto the king alone this voice is heard. To follow the words is to follow the chosen path. Bridging heaven and earth it strikes, the storm's ephemeral yet eternal light. To the light must go the king.
Lady Lunafreya has done well to keep the ring from falling into enemy hands.
All we need to do is hit Altissia.
That entails passage aboard a ship. Kayan may serve us now as it did them then.
The hidden harbor. Just my work. I'll have Iris set it up.
So, in the meantime,
We head into the storm.
another day, another deity. Excuse me. We'd like to ride the chocobos.
The chocobos, huh? I hate to break this to y'all, but we can't permit our birds to leave the post. Not while Deadeye's still about. He's an uncommonly ferocious behemoth that's taken to prowling these parts of late. His shit makes our birds nervous, and to prevent accidents and tragedies, we have no choice but to suspend rentals. But hold on now. Ain't you lads the hunters that have been making a mark? You reckon you could handle the likes of Deadeye? If you could bring the beast down, there'd be a reward in it for you. But knowing the danger, I wouldn't blame you for saying no.
You see this, Noct?
What about it?
Alright, sorry about that. We're back. I'm not gonna do the Chocobo quest right now because I want to hopefully use Ramuh against Deadeye, just like episode to Sky. Even though really you should at some point before Ramuh do the Chocobo quest. At some point before Ramuh, you should do the Chocobo quest so that you can have Chocobos at the point you don't have the car to get around easier.
What the hell?
It's just not how I'm playing it for New Game Plus.
Iris?
She call you?
No messages.
Eyes forward.
Didn't mean to do that. The hunt is on.
I'll go back to the stuff that I had before.
first Titan, now Rama. Chasing down deities is hard work.
Think how Lady Lunafreya must feel.
If the strain of the rites is as Gentiana suggested, I fear she's far worse off than we are.
Get back!
Grant, are you still watching the stream so I can talk like in voice? I don't have to type it out. Just let me know. I'm gonna type it out in a second if I don't see you pop up, but I will explain that.
Nothing to it.
Sorry about that, I'm back. Okay, yeah, so, Grant, yeah, so definitely don't feel bad about not wanting to play the game. It's definitely not for everyone. I think they did a really good job of making this game accessible to people who don't normally get into Final Fantasy games. So I definitely think it's worth trying, to anybody else that's watching. If you're not necessarily into Final Fantasy, you might like it. But definitely not rude for you to say that, Grant, that it's not something you're ever going to play. Definitely feel that. It's on the cool thing.
No mercy!
It's on the blue.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. I would just pause for a second. Oh, wow, so there's a really big delay, if you're still looking at that. But anywho, yeah, so as far as the war going, I assume anybody watching this has already played or doesn't really care, because, I mean, you're literally just watching me play the game. But yeah, so the war, basically what it is
helping you out anyway.
Gentiana?
the enemy empire is being manipulated by the Chancellor, the red-haired guy. He's basically convincing the king to lust for power and try to get all like the ring and the crystal and stuff. But he basically just wants Noctis to come get it, become king, and then fight him. He's like kind of like, that's why he's being so helpful, is because he wants to fight Noct as the king at full power. But he's gonna make it difficult to get there. He's gonna play with Noct and stuff. And basically by the end of it, the enemy empire just collapses in on itself because it's using demons, and they all pretty much just end up turning into demons, except for the Chancellor, obviously, because he's the one that showed them how to use the demons. So basically by the end of it, their whole empire collapses, and the Chancellor throws the world into darkness. Noctis comes back to his home kingdom to fight him, like, in the castle. So that's kind of how the war ends. It doesn't really end with, like, either side overtaking the other. It's just, everything just kind of collapses, the world goes to shit, and you don't really see anybody rebuilding, but that's basically the assumption of what happens at the end, is everything collapses in on itself, the world goes to shit, and then everybody's forced to pick up the pieces. So hopefully that explains it.
This'll be quick.
Yeah, basically, Grant.
You said it.
I understand, Grant. Obviously, keep watching too if you are interested at all. You know, I obviously am not doing the best job of explaining it, so it could even play out in a way that maybe you would enjoy. But definitely for sure, it's not for everybody. That's the whole thing about this game. It's definitely not for everybody, but I think that it could attract a pretty wide range of different players. I definitely don't think it's just for Final Fantasy fans.
Ah, the young prince is recovering well.
Who?
Gentiana, my messenger.
Yeah, I am gonna play through all of it.
Read the
Gonna do the DLC as well. I'll stop talking for a second because cutscene.
Oh, I tried to, but I only know what Luna told me.
Lady Luna Freya.
Yeah, Luna for Luna.
It is heartening to see the future king and the Oracle enjoy such familiarity. The fate of our world may depend on it.
I remember back in Tenebrae with Gentiana.
The revelation of the Storm Sender awaits the king. Hurry hence to the eye of the storm. Foreign hordes fear the true king's ascension. The fearful seek to seal the path of what must come.
What is it? Another headache?
I heard her. Gentiana.
Divine voices in your head again?
Hopefully it won't amount to the same headache it did with the Archean.
But yeah, Grant, I'm gonna be playing the whole game and each of the
Oracle's
DLCs.
call awakens
God damn it.
the gods, that their blessings find the king.
You alright? What did she say?
That Luna's awakening the Six.
Yeah, basically the reason I'm even doing this, Grant, is because all the DLC's finally out this month. So the idea is that I'm going to stream the entire game along with the DLC episodes at each point that they happen. So basically just going to give you the full story with all the free updates included as well, like switching between characters and combat and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much, that's the idea. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming it all, so if you're down to watch, I think it'll be good. That's pretty much the reason why I wanted to stream it too, was I knew I had a lot of friends like you and Andrew who I knew probably wouldn't play the game. Andrew seems like he might play it now though, because it is pretty cheap to pick up. But I know that a lot of you guys, you know, I've talked to Andrew about the game before, and he's asked me a lot of questions, and it's kind of tough because it's like a 30-hour RPG, 50-hour RPG. You know, there's a lot of like stuff that's connected, and so you kind of go off on tangents trying to explain things, and so it's just better just to watch it. So that was definitely the idea. Yeah, no, it has a good thing going on in the story, with the empires and their conflicts, but yeah, definitely the climax becomes a lot bigger than that.
Not quite. Well, not exactly gods. Messengers are divine entities.
Just like the Oracle speaks to the gods for the people, the messengers speak to the people for the gods.
So she's Lady Luna Freya's partner in divine.
We better find shelter before we catch cold.
But yeah, Grant, pretty much like yeah, I hear what you're saying. But at the end of the day, it really is Noctis' story, and it's about like reclaiming. Most of these I've watched on them were talking about the world. Yeah, Elder Scrolls definitely is a different beast. But at the end of the day, with this, it really is just like Noctis' story and reclaiming his kingdom. But I think they do a good job of playing up how the different kingdoms interact throughout. It's just the climax, like you said, it's not for everyone. Yeah, I know you, especially, yeah, for sure. All the stuff that you're into. So that makes sense. That's understandable that you feel that way. Also, if I'm too loud or too quiet, please let me know. I have the mic kind of close to me, so I'm not sure. Just keep me posted on how everything sounds. If the game's too loud or if I'm too loud. Yeah, on your phone, I think. Unless you're talking about just Civ or something.
Overhead.
Yeah, but I do remember that game on your phone playing when I was still in Webster. That's the one you're talking about. Oh yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of. The World War II game on your phone. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one, but I got you. That's cool. That sounds like fun. Unfortunately, a lot of the lore behind Niflheim taking over stuff is kind of like extra to the game. It's not really included in the game, which is a big problem in general with Final Fantasy 15. But if you watched a lot of the trailers and you kept up when it was still like Final Fantasy Versus, and then when it first, it's not. But one of the big, yeah, like I say, one of the big problems with Final Fantasy 15 is a lot of the lore and stuff isn't in the game. It's like extra outside of it. Obviously, there's just straight up the movie and the anime, which like add on to the story. But like a lot of the kind of the talking and like ramblings around like the conflict, or like how there used to be a lot of crystals, or the crystal used to be shared, but then like the Niflheim Empire used theirs up making technology, whereas like guns and things were never allowed in Lucius, Noxus's kingdom. And I thought that stuff was really interesting. I don't know if it necessarily fits into the final product. That's why it's not in the game, but you know, it makes it more interesting too, because you think about Prompto as a character. He's definitely more of an outsider, and he uses a gun when he's from the same city and kingdom as Noctis and the rest of them. So it's kind of interesting, especially with where his character's story ends up going, his ties to Niflheim and things. So there definitely is a lot of interesting conflicts between the kingdoms, but again, with most things in Final Fantasy 15, it's sadly kind of outside the game. Oh wow, look at that map, huh? That looks very involved. But yeah, genuine map game. Also, are you just memeing spelling things that way today? Because you spelled something else like that as well. Genuine like that.
The Prince of Pain.
Yeah. Say your prayers.
Ready? Oh yeah.
These are the coolest. I'm so glad they added these as a free update. Did we duke it up? Nope. Cool as hell. I'm really glad they added these back into the game from episode Dusky. Yeah, I feel you on that, Grant, on the spelling. No worries, I was just wondering. You know, I'm not the best speller either. I'm sure that you know that, so don't sweat it. Also, what is up with Andrew? Why hasn't he joined the Discord? Strange. I'm gonna call Andrew real quick, tell him to join the Discord. I'll be right back. Okay, he didn't pick up, so I'm just gonna send him a Snapchat and hopefully he sees it. Yeah, probably Grant. But yeah, you're probably right.
The covenant is forged, but the revelation awaits. Make now for the Storm Sender and let judgment be passed.
So Grant, you know me. You know I'm a big sucker for weapons and things. Let's see, and the Mage Mashers. You know I'm a big sucker for weapons and things. There's different pre-order weapons. There's different like digital. There's like weapons you can download, right? If you pre-order for certain places, like a pre-order bonus. I'm pretty happy with the one I ended up actually getting. Came with obviously the Ultimate Collector's Edition. Came with the suit and Masamune here, the katana. Masamune's always been a special weapon in Final Fantasy, so it was pretty cool that that was included. I was pretty happy with that. But one that I really wanted was this spears, like the Dragoon Spear from Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO. And it's the same name I use for the spear that Adam has in my game. These are Mage Mashers. These are from Final Fantasy IX. And then this is the Blaze Fire Saber. It's Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII's gun sword. So these are all really cool. I mean, the only one I really wanted besides Masamune was this. I think this was from Amazon. And there was also like car decals you got. Obviously I have one on mine, the Platinum Leviathan skin. But then there's one that would have like 16-bit versions, like Super Nintendo versions of all the characters lined up on the side of the car. So there's different things depending on where you pre-ordered. And what they ended up doing was releasing them all in the store for like 50 cents a pop, which like obviously is dumb. Just to have like stupid little DLC like that, but like I prefaced this with, you know me with weapons, I had to have them. So I just finally, with some of my Christmas money, managed to buy all of the DLC weapons, or not DLC weapons, but the pre-order bonus weapons. I'm trying to think, there might be another one. I don't think so. No, there isn't. But yeah, so those four are the 4 DLC ones, or pre-order ones. Yeah, they're pretty weak too, because they're obviously you can get them right at the start of the game, and obviously pre-order bonuses are free. Because people always say, "Oh, I'm going to pay $5 for a sword in the game, or I'm going to pay $5 for a poster." But if you think about it, it's just $5 that you're putting towards the game. It goes into the full price of $60, so you're not paying more for them. That's the way I look at it. I don't think you should pay for a game before you get it or anything. Obviously, just like general pre-order culture, but all in all, I don't have the biggest problem with those. But obviously, just because they're weapons, you know me, I love collecting them. It was important for me to grab them.
Yeah. Another reminder to receive the blessing.
That divine power's just waiting for you.
Oh, no problem, Andrew. Yeah, I feel you, Grant. Yeah, I make sure to pre-order every Pokemon. It's just like, because if the money's just sitting there, you know me, I'm an impulsive person. I'm just gonna spend it on something else that's already out. That's the biggest thing for me. It's not even like securing a copy or anything. It's just making sure I don't spend the money.
Of her visit, she probably set course for the Archean as soon as she fled the Ground City.
You really owe her big time, Noct.
Can't wait to thank her in person.
Yeah, Grant, if you want to just switch over to this one, Grant, rather than our private one, just to talk for now for the stream. And I think that we're going to be getting the god that I said would probably be your favorite right now, so keep it. Oh yeah, here he comes. I don't know if you'll see him or not. I think you... Well, if not, I'll use him.
O King, journey to Fosha, the Eastern Hollow.
Oh no, we still have one more place to go.
The seal has been lifted. Deep within the heart of rock lies the runestone, the portal to power. No other can be allowed to find it.
The last one's in the cave.
Let's
He's
hurry
talking
up
about
and
me,
get this
Andrew. You
over
been
with.
watching the stream, bro?
Finally, time to meet with the Storm Center.
You'd better look your best.
Grant, tell Andrew that I'm not typing in chat. I'm like in Discord. I'm talking on the stream. Tell him to watch. Andrew's 21. I'm 19. Tell him you were talking about me. You weren't talking about him.
They won't know what hit them.
My hero.